today is the 1st of April. God has been paid as well. Of course, we're here once again to discuss issues that is concerning the needs, give out our ideas, and then at the end of the day, we give possible solutions to it. Don't forget to like us on Facebook. It is Premium TV Ghana, yes, on Facebook, Premium TV Ghana, and then on YouTube as well, it is Premium TV Ghana. YouTube Premium TV Ghana. You can subscribe to our channel and then you get interactive, get educated, and then get in. Today we're going to discuss two major topics. One of them happens to be MTN to accept ID cards before cash out. That is, you go to vendors or merchants, cash out, you have to add an ID that you can possibly have your cash out. And then another story to come as well. A lady who seems to be okay with masturbation. I mean, beautiful guys in Ghana, across Ghana, has been proposing to her all day, here and there. I mean, for her, she doesn't seem to appreciate any of these guys. And so she chooses to go with masturbation. Therefore, she decided to use insecticide spray cover. Wait, and guess what? I mean, we'll give you more. Don't forget as well, in case you want to be a presenter like myself, you want to be a newscaster, you want to be an animator, how to handle camera. In fact, you even have the interest of acting, so forth. I mean, you in the media fraternity, right? Course. Premium Media College is here for you. Media College, we are here best, not but the best, to become the best when it comes to media fraternity. Our forms are available. Just come to that Akuma Circle institution. Trust me, fees are very affordable and very moderate. We have durations that can also be that you can then as well. Going for a quick commercial break. When we come back, I am your host, Nayewa. Issues to be discussed right here. Guests are seated. I have with Enoch and then Francis Ajay. Anna, I hope well is well. How please text for me. That's right. That's right. What about this Easter? I mean, what are the plans? Of course, we need to have some seating. What are the plans for? No, I'm and I'm a regular. Oh. But since the COVID, not been able. But we are still in Accra here. You know, Accra people we don't celebrate as I guess somewhere on it or
One joint,
any
one
any
joint,
places
one
at all.
joint.
One joint.
Okay.
So that we also celebration. That's right. That's right. Ajay, how be?
Oh, by God's grace, everything.
I hope you're doing good.
Oh yes, I'm doing. But just that the COVID has destroyed my Easter celebration that I want to celebrate it on this day because I plan going to Peru. Peru. You see, it is Peru. Oh,
It's what?
Peru. Peru.
Is it you? Are you the one giving the name?
No,
Or?
you see, the sound goes
All right. So
Peru.
let's put that aside and then let's get issue. Now to our first discussion, MTN to accept ID cards before you can cash out any merchant or any sort. And also, this same MTN, there are these fraudsters who seems to upgrade with their strategy of frauding people, and we have videos of that. That very soon we will go and then watch it. But before that, um, you know, MTN accepting ID card before cash out. Do you think is the best procedure? First of all, so much and that's right. The issue of accepting ID card before your access, you will be grant access to is in the right direction. That's what I see. I see why do you say right that? Direction because of country whereby fraudsters have taken over every part of the country. Any business at all. Sometimes you there and just receive a message on that you need to receive an amount aiming to, and when you try to check, by the time you'll be able to access your mobile money wallet and your money has been taken away. You understand? So we're asking where from all this in where from all. So if MTN have sit down with I think this national out my ID card. Because you know have been registered in people already. And people have been also doing project for me. All right, people have been also buying SIM card which has been registered already. That's so if MTN in their knowledge or maybe any of the networks think that you have to submit your ID card and granted access to your wallet. I believe it's an idea and it's a good initiative. It's a good initiative. Yeah. Couldn't you think that you see, MTN um, accepting ID cards? I personally don't know the positive effect that is going to have on uh, mobile money account, but the ways and means that these fraudsters go around to dupe people, it is none of ID cards because I can still dupe you and get your money into my account. When I'm going to cash out, I still use my ID card and cash out. There's no difference with it. No, no. Yeah, it's true. It's true about that. What you are saying is very true. But you see, banking sectors, even before you be able to grant you access to your account by your ID card, if I send you money and you have to show your ID card. That's right. We did the ID card for businesses such as business transactions and all that. So I don't see anything wrong with MTN requesting for ID card. For me, I don't see anything wrong. And also from where I am coming from, I see it to be safer side because it will reduce the rampant of fraudsters in our country. To reduce that, for me, it's a better idea. You need to show your ID card before you be able to give you money, so that you can't sit somewhere and say MTN, cyber security is overriding the country because people have been withdrawing money from people's accounts just like that. Once you show your ID card, you have your picture, your valid ID card, you have your picture on it, it shows that this account, and therefore you'll be granted the access to it. I think we all have to support this MTN decision so that we can help check the fraudulent issues in. Versus, do you
Yes, sir.
think the ID card is on the right direction?
Oh yes, what Enoch is saying is a good point. With the ID right direction to the mobile networks that we have in. You see, when we're going to register our SIM cards, we use our ID cards to the SIM cards. With the transaction card also your money and account. But with this, MTN has the um, um, largest amount of people who are within the
I mean,
communicating
Customers. That's
yes,
the largest customers.
customers who are within the communicating, okay, and they do match transactions. People take in their money to from this network and get to the next section of buying and selling goods. Okay, some even move on to Dubai to get their money, and some even send monies to relatives through this network. But with the fraudsters who are in, try to connive and also try to take in people's money. Okay, without a notice, as our brother was saying, there is an. Let me cite an example here. There was one guy who was going to take money from his phone account, okay, and then this person called up and said, hey, we sent you money about 300 cedis in your account, so we want to withdraw. And he said, okay, so how much is it? He said 300 cedis, can I withdraw it for you? And he was having 300 cedis too, okay, in his account. So when he checked, it was 300, but the message came as 300. So we went ahead to withdraw, and I said, send the money to them.
Francis,
Okay.
you know what? Not to cut you, but talking about fraudsters' strategy, right? We will come on that. But I personally want to know the effect that is going to get on our cash out and protect our account with the ID.
It's going to help them.
Because
But one good thing,
I'm saying this because if I should dupe you, you send me your money, I have it in my account, and then I go to cash out. I mean, of course, I use my ID card, and using my ID card does not, I mean, guarantee or indicate that I duped you or indicate that I took money from you. It is only a personal ID that shows that yes, I came here to withdraw.
the number has been registered in MTN account or MTN line.
I might use different ID to
so far as
register
you have,
different ID.
so far as you have registered your account, that means that you have an ID. Is that not so? Good. So even transaction that you're going to do is trying to bring a peaceful, safe. But my question is, or my point is, who are in this country? How many people has national ID that they can use to transfer or signals money in their account?
The release was a general ID, not a national ID.
So whether a general ID, whether a general ID or ID card, they have that kind of tool that they can use for transactions. But still, the communication process within.
Exactly.
Oh yes.
So I personally think that instead of ID card before cash out, why don't they get, a more cyber security way of getting hold of this fraudsters? Because they do people, you report to them and they are like, okay, we'll get back to you, or we are working on that. And no result virtually comes out.
Good. How many cyber crime have they arrested a cyber person, a cyber crime officer? Has they have arrested a cyber person?
And that is what I'm talking about. So why don't they focus on that aspect?
They can't focus on that. They need to get in a proper mechanism for transaction. So if you want to take your money, your friend be Israel, okay, you can use that Israel method to get that person's account. If that person really holds that account, if you use your thumb or your fingers to that e-switch method, you can draw your money from it because your info will come through that e-switch app.
All right, thank you very much. Still on MTN, I think there's been another information that these fraudsters has virtually upgraded in their way of defrauding people, because now it seems their work is known in the country, so they need to find a new way of coming out. And trust me, we have a victim who has a whole information about this whole thing, and it's amazing how these people seems to upgrade so fast that even with the old way, the telecommunication hasn't gotten hold of them yet, but they have decided to upgrade in a new way. Let's go and watch the video as to how this person narrates the story.
MTN Momo fraud. They are at it again. See, they've added an extra layer of fraud activity, which would almost get you to believe as though they are real. On the 25th, just when I was about to close from work, I received a call from the usual Momo fraud guy. They call you, they tell you they've mistakenly sent an amount of money into your phone and they expect you to send it back. Knowing that they are fraud, I did not even bother to check my phone. But then I noticed that I keep getting a pop-up on my screen, just as we are seeing right now, like an activation trying to deduct money from my phone, and they needed me to put in my password. But then I didn't. That came up about 3 times, as you can see on the screen. And then I received a call again. This time around, my Truecaller tagged it as spam. But then the name on the spam was MTN Ghana, as you can see on your screen. And this is the conversation the guy had with me.
Yeah, hello?
Hello, good evening, sir.
Yes, sir, boss. Good evening.
Please, sir, how are you doing?
I'm doing very well.
Am I speaking to Mr. Yakubu Tubo Yusuf, please?
Yes, please. Yes, please.
My name is Mr. Frank Komani Yabua, and I'm speaking from the MTN head office, Accra, Usurage.
Okay,
please,
boss.
sir, if someone has called you concerning mobile money this evening, that person is a mobile money fraudster. He is a thief, okay, sir?
Okay. Thank you.
Very good. The main reason why we just called you is that they have had mobile money account which are not.
Okay.
If you try to check your balance or you try to off your phone, that authorized will automatically withdraw all your balance on your account. That's the main reason why we just called you to alert you, okay, Mr. Yusuf?
Wow.
Have you received any authorized message which is demanding for your mobile money pin on your
Yes,
phone? Yes,
I received it like 2 or 3 times. I didn't understand because I didn't make any payment for anything.
So why are they confirming you to confirm your mobile money pin with a payment?
Exactly.
That is the authorized the fraudster have used to hack your account, okay, sir?
Okay.
For security reasons, we protected your account, so no money can be taken out from your account, okay?
Thank you so much.
We have seen the number the fraudster used to call you.
Okay,
we are
thank
just
you.
going to block that number from our network immediately.
Okay,
After
okay.
blocking that number, we will call you back and cancel the main authorized, which is still hidden on your account, and protect your account for you, okay, Mr. Yusuf?
Okay, thank you so much.
He told me that he wants to help in doing that if ensure that my phone is safe. After that call, I received the call from the first guy who called me, saying this on the phone.
Hello?
Yeah, hello?
Hello, Jerry, question to the power no man for that blocking the man. Oh, we are papa. What's the other possibility? I'm Jimmy for them at his own. I don't know for that blocking.
Now see what sending me to
I don't mind for that blocking.
Oh,
yeah.
You see, he tried to create an impression of me causing the blockade of his phone. He insulted me, called me all kinds of names. It's all in the trick. And then I received a call from the alleged MTN staff again, telling me, does the message for me to enter my PIN keep coming up? I said, yes, it keeps coming up. Note that all this while I knew they were fraud. I just wanted to follow through to the end and see exactly what they were doing. And then he said, I should use my phone, put it on loudspeaker, and then this conversation happened.
yeah, hello?
Hello, Mr. Yusuf.
Yes, sir.
Please, we have finished blocking the number the fraudster used.
The person called me and was insulting me and telling me, how do you call it? Why did I make MTN people block his number? And he was insulting and all of that.
Oh, please, we are very, very sorry. We apologize for that, okay, sir?
Okay. So
Please,
what do I do now, please?
Very good. That's why we just called you right now, okay? We will urge you to be very, very careful at where you use to withdraw your money, okay, Mr. Yusuf?
Okay.
Because during the investigation, we saw that the person that was trying to do that was a mobile money agent you used to withdraw money from.
Mobile money agent?
Yes, please, sir.
Wow.
A mobile money agent you used to withdraw money from, okay? So just be very, very careful at those agents that you use to withdraw your money, okay?
Okay.
They are first authorized to see hidden on your account. We haven't cancelled it. That is why they were able to get the access and call you back. We are very, very sorry, okay, sir?
Okay.
So, Mr. Yusuf, right now, we are just coming to guide you. It's just only 1 minute to cancel the authorized on your account for you, okay, sir?
Okay. So what do I do now, please?
Very good. So right now, so far as you know how to read, we are just coming to guide you. You will see the authorized on your phone and you just cancel it from your phone, okay, sir?
Okay, I should, the authorized will come again and I should cancel it?
Yeah, no, we are coming to guide you and generate the main authorized on your phone and cancel it for you. It's just only 1 minute, okay?
Okay, please.
Will you get any different phone which is closer to you so that we can just call you on that different phone and talk to you?
At the moment, my workers at the clinic have closed. I'm the doctor here, so they are gone.
Okay, Ugo said, are you listening to me, Mr.
I'm
Yusuf?
listening to you, please.
You are very, very smart and intelligent. You are very literate. Kindly put me on loudspeaker on your Android
I should
phone,
put you on loudspeaker.
Yes, please, sir.
Okay, I just did, please.
Yes, you see where you are doing the call. We have given you something over there which is called the ad call. Have you seen the ad call? Right now, as we are speaking to you, you will just dial MTN, the main unlocking short code. It's *171#. You kindly put me on loudspeaker and dial the *171# on your Android phone and send it, okay?
I took out my phone. I'll definitely not dial in the shortcode because the moment you start following the instructions, then they would have access to your phone and deduct your money.
Send it.
At this point, I need to reduce your stress.
Officer.
What you mean, the drama all this while. But then when you are arrested, you'll be dealt with seriously. Take care, yeah? Another time, yeah? The truth is I have money on my mobile money, but I'm on your as you can. They are media.
Thank you very much. Bye-bye.
Somehow, these people are able to find out if you have money on your phone because I do have money on my phone. But then, they are trying to get access to it. In the end, I told him, well, he can see that I have money on my phone, but this money belongs to me. That I'm thanking him very much.
Very, very interesting one right there. I just watched them like, wow, this is very serious. I mean, funny quotes. It's the kind of account in media. It tells you say the man worked in vain, so you take the money. If I don't get it, you take it. I mean, there will be another nice way of coming up to you again. But on a more serious note, watching this video here, is it not amazing how we are allowed? First of all, not to I don't know how to put it, not to discourage people or not to discourage any network customer, but you hardly hear this from Airtel, Tigo, or Vodafone. You get me? And they all go through the same procedures of cash out and a whole lot. So what is so special about this other telecommunication networks rather than MTN, that the people are all over MTN, and sometimes I ask myself, how come they are able to get to know even the amount of money in your account, get to know your number, get to know your name, your ID name, and all those stuff.
My brother, in fact, very, very sad. If intelligence such activities, there's a worry to it. It's a worry to the nation. Look at these are young guys who are also picking up.
Yeah.
Very sharp with the brain. And they are doing
That they could do something better to help Mother Ghana.
You see, you talk of the MTN. We have so many telecommunications being Airtel.
Yeah.
And then
We also have
Vodafone,
Blue as well.
as
Exactly.
well as MTN. Let's look at how MTN even started in Ghana. We are here and just had a telecommunication called MTN started selling their chip 4 million, which even for me is a fraud.
Okay.
You understand? It's a fraud. Why should you sell?
MTN, it was
It was
Regional
Those days
Voice.
it was Ariba.
Yes,
Space
Space
Phone,
Phone.
Ariba also.
Space Phone,
But-
and then it came to Ariba, then
But
MTN.
it's the same company. It's the same company. So why should you sell a SIM card to someone for 400 Ghana cedis?
That time 4 million.
You understand?
Yeah.
That even as they were in, their mindset is to dupe Africans. That's how I see it from where I am sitting.
But I think MTN is a South African company.
Of course.
And so we are all in Africa. So why would you dupe Africa?
No, but you see, let's say at that time, we Ghanaians, we knew nothing about this.
Regional Voice in America said.
Actually, we find it very difficult to come across over phones.
That's right.
So Rebecca said, Benjamin Bro said, that's what I see. MTN employ a whole lot of staffs, and as I'm speaking with you now, the only telecommunication network might buy MTN.
Oh yeah.
If I'm not
And employs a lot.
yes.
A lot.
And they have also sacked a lot of their workers. They have sacked a lot. You are working with people, you sack them for No other reason. So if this technician that you've sacked knows what to do with the clients, why wouldn't he be calling them?
So with what you are saying, don't you think that it is these same people that has been sacked that goes around?
They are the
with
same
all
people. My brother, look at the procedure the guy was using.
Mhm.
Look at the procedure. It tells you that he's an insider. He
That's
has been
right.
an insider before.
That's right.
How can somebody, you just don't know me, but you can just get access to my mobile number?
That's right.
Come
And
on.
even to your name and
even to
the
my name,
amount in
the amount in my mobile wallet. You just, the only thing that he need for me to do is to just to grant him the access to my account. He knows everything about my information.
Very serious.
Meaning the person is not just an ordinary person.
That's
He
right.
has been with MTN. They are they are workers.
That's right.
Those that they have sacked. So MTN, this is where I come in calling on NCA, National Communication Authority, to put like they should put a mechanism to check all these telecommunication
That's
networks.
right. That's right. Not to fight them with taxes and
Not to fight them with
those things.
taxes and no.
At the end of the day, the little money we work for,
Yeah.
we are being duped.
We are being duped.
And then the communication sits there, just watch us. I mean,
It's so sad. It's so sad.
unfoldedly.
So sad. They're just checking radio stations, they should renew their license and all that. But you have forgotten about these people who are duping people for their money.
Mm.
And it's a serious matter.
Exactly. It's because if come to think of it, you have about 1,000 cities, and then all of a sudden they just trick you and it's gone.
Brother, you can't feel comfortable using your mobile wallet. You are not comfortable. We are all at risk. As we are sitting here, we are all at risk. You don't know when they are going to call you.
I mean, talking about when they are going to call you, right? About 2 days ago, this same fraudsters called a member here as well, and decided that I don't know how the whole procedures went, but I think the worker was that serious to get to know who exactly was that. You understand?
Yeah.
From the speech, I even spoke to the fraudster,
Wow.
and at a point in time, I mean, he was so calm, talking to us. He spoke to about 3 workers here, and he was still on the line.
Look at that.
He was still on the line till finally we had to say that, okay, so now we know you and you're a fraudster, and it turns out to be insult. So we give it to him, he gives it to us, we give it to him, and it was amazing. I'm like, what exactly is happening? Like, are we not safe with our account now? If we are not safe with our Momo account, then why don't we go back to our bank account?
That's all.
Francis, don't you
Yes,
think that with this whole issue with our Momo account and this, comparing Momo account with our bank account, which one do you think is more safer for the ordinary Ghanaian? Why do you say that?
With your ID card, you can take your money easily and go away. But let me come with this.
the business aspect. MTN also gives you an interest with saving.
But yes,
So yeah,
You see, comparing this
to the other networks that we have in our country,
I would say competent.
other networks have
They are
very good with their work that they have that kind of and you saw idea they have in the company. They are patriotic because they can't try to steal someone's account and try to dupe the person and take the person's money. Oh, courtesy and also can home or yeah entity also can home. They pass through training, security, much. When you're being arrested, you'll be arrested of that. And then name mistake. My company in engine. We call it competition. We try to compete with our people. So we try to compete with the telecommunications that we have here. Okay,
but
that will make it. Let
when
me
it comes to
talk about it.
competition. Even talking about competition, MTN is on top. And so,
Fine.
And so he has
Now,
competition. Exactly.
In 2002, the regime of His Excellency Kofo Ajikum.
That's right.
Box fraud came up, and about 22 people were arrested. This network was MTN. Where did they get card box from? As my brother was saying, they are in the company, they are within, and they have been sacked. So they will try to disgrace the MTN telecommunication.
Do you think it's a disgrace, or maybe they are also finding their way out as to
It is.
the little they've learned, they want to earn a living out of
It
that,
is.
which is fraud?
It is a disgrace to them. It is a disgrace to them because they are trying to disgrace them and they are trying to fraud them too. Only MTN clients or customers complain a lot. Only MTN. I'm a Tigo subscriber. Okay, I have not experienced that kind of cyber thing happening.
Because I think
I entered into that point.
there was this celebrity, Salma Mumuni,
Yeah.
who came out that MTN duped her about
Good.
10,000 cities. Now MTN came out to say that it is not true. Salma Mumuni has no amount like that in the account. Later on, Salma came up after apologizing. Salma came up to say that the money has been given to her.
Look at that. So where did they get that thing from? There are people within that sector that are trying to create impression to the people. They try to do that. They try to steal people money. That is not good. And we have cyber crime officers who are in charge of what? Cyber. We have NCA, National Communication Authority,
That's right.
who are in checks of what? Telecommunications and other information that we will give you to the media and also the radio. But why, as my brother was saying, why won't they?
My problem is that we have different telecommunications in Ghana, about 3 or 4.
Yeah, 4.
Why must it be MTN all? Is it because they don't have the best of cyber security in their company?
They have.
Then what is
They
happening?
have the best ones. And these same people are the hackers. These same people has people also trying to do sandbox, and they'll register their names with their
Now,
different ID cards.
If these are the same people that goes around with fraudulent issues, don't they have ethical codes as to the policies that
Boss.
because to every workplace we have policies.
Let me-
And so I don't think that
let me tell you this.
when you come and you are being introduced to
When-
let's say an app to help the company, when you go, you need to go and use it somewhere. It's not worked that way. You get me? It is not done anyway.
Bro,
So don't they have
let me say this.
code of ethics?
2004, we are all going to register communication, okay, under one. When MTN came, near friends space, what you say? The friend is space to space, but about two Ghana Telecom. Were they paying tax to Ghana Telecom? But these same people asked a different company from England, that is Vodafone, to come and buy Ghana Telecom, so that they can get their tax. Are you okay? 2004. Yeah, SIM card registration. Okay. Bring your ID card. All of us, we are going to register your cars for you. Now, see, star 110 hash was a code that we used to punch our numbers for transaction. Star 124 hash was the code we used to check our credit and bonuses on our phone. Star 135.
For me.
Good.
1 minute.
Star 135 is the same thing. Okay, so these codes, each and every telecommunication has it in our country.
Okay.
What am I saying? If we have this thing, it is Tigo uses star 11 now. MTN to use star 11 because with the same telecommunication we are using, but different networks.
Okay.
That means we have registered each and every one in a country to reduce the sandbox in our country, but it still goes on. They could try, they could do or more normal processing into their computer and then refresh it back to the customers. And Uber they know each and every one information on the car.
All right, thank you very much. That is the submission from Francis, giving out his submission as to how this whole cybersecurity should be discussed about. I mean, full of solutions. We tried our possible best to get some security analysts on the line so that we could speak to them on this issue, but unfortunately, we couldn't get him. And as time goes on, we'll get him on board. Don't forget to like our page, and then you can also share your comment on this segment as to what you think needs to be done, and little submissions that you want to give us, take it ready to air, and then taking on good note. Moving to my next topic, I mean, very interesting, but very dicey as well. It being that this whole issue started from this gayism and lesbianism. Now it came down to masturbation, as to now the ladies have decided not to do with their fellow ladies, but masturbate themselves. And to our surprise, a lady has to use an insecticide spray cover to masturbate. And unfortunately for her, it choked in, and she needs to go for operation. I mean, I have problem with this whole ladies because there are so many guys out there. I mean, there are so many guys out there. There are guys like Francis, there are guys like Enoch, there are guys like Akwesi. I mean, there are guys like myself, of course. I mean, I'm one of them, you know. There are a whole lot of guys out there. Why must you masturbate with an eye spray cover? I seems not to get this whole issue. What really comes to mind? You get me? But before we get to the discussion, let's go and then watch the video, and then we know as to how the whole thing happened. You get to know the insecticide spray that they used. You get me? And so we'll go and then watch the video. When we come back, we will get into the discussion. Of course, we will also be talking to a doctor on the line so that we get to know the positive and negative effect of this whole masturbation to even guys and ladies as well. Let's go and then watch the video.
Mosquito spray say bi. Oh. And tonton spray say bi. Eneja. Ne kon do aneja de wurewure mu a no wa release. Enenya me a ompe bone. Eda ne de amfa yi. Ti odi wurewure mu na ha no. Iti we no. We no ne tuka mu no. And odi share ne ho a 3 days. Ti afi na epeni no. No born madam na ma name say mosquito spray say bi. Oh. And tonton spray say bi. Eneja. Ne kon do aneja de wurewure mu a
An insecticide spray, and wow, very huge one, of course. I mean, this is huge, and if it should come out like this, then I mean, Francis, do you have this thing huge like that? Then you must be in trouble, because if they want it huge like this, then it's going to be a whole issue altogether. We will try and then get Dr. Buffy on the line to educate us more this whole issue. But before that, let me read some comments. And this one is from Julius Atauko Aye. He says, "Great show, guys. But please, the sound, though. All right, we'll check that for you. I think some of these fraudsters' lines should not only be blocked, but traced by details on the telecommunication data. They choose MTN because almost 80% of the population is on MTN mobile money, as against on the other network." Okay, I get it now. And then Julius still says that this is the only official number from MTN, and he gives it out. Any number aside that is fraud. Let's shine our eyes. Okay, so of course we will shine our eyes. We're still working hard to get Buffy on the line so that we get interactive as well. You can still send in your comment, and then I'll here for you. You're still watching the hot issue right here on Premium TV. Francis, you watched this lady used, I mean, a very huge insecticide spray What do you have to say on that?
I feel sad when I see this kind of trying to do this such things. I feel sad because there are a lot of men who are willing to have sex.
Exactly.
It is not only ladies,
I mean,
but
we pay huge amount of money just to have a lady in our bed.
good. But it is not only ladies who try to do masturbate, but men also.
All right, so Doc, good evening. Me mo akwa ba Ediba Premium TV. Nyame adom ene mo adawro. Ka boko de. Doc, abeto ye pono so ne se ene ye ka masturbation ho asem. Na ababa wa bi a bi ode eye ya eye mosquito sprays ana sa anyama bi ahye na se ama epo etina kokam ena obre ye ansa na ye yi ma no ye pese ye hu eye masturbation akasa eden ena de ba ena afi so ensusu aso ben ena wo e woni paso ada mo ne wo ye kase masturbation aya na mpe so na ejeni se ema nko ana be bia o ni se wa kasa o answer would be maybe ama masturbation no on the medical way of yeah on it because masturbation it doesn't have yeah only pediatrics basically only pediatrics anyway all masturbation wow research science Abidja, you know, we should do a bit with I thought one said, what people move that. I mean, I think I'm not a letter of every last 70. Two masturbation. Abidja, you know, a year and two coming. I will be and answer one other happiness. I almost have been here. I try to a meal daily things and I said, natural thing. Masturbation. And I said, here, we are sure. How we know? How you are now? You're Berman. Only oh. Just said, oh, you're Berman. I want to say, masturbation. The more I will masturbate, a higher chance of it. And no, a member. Yes, a member. Okay.
Sabi, oma mano so mo di nyama te
Ababa wey a odi spray ayi na ekoshe hoyi spray na so ye pa na dog na emu odini enti dog dey to asoma me odi sa anyoma no e hye wase e se be na hu and I for I don't know when you are lot of cash what is the
ebi do so nneɛma bebree ɛna ɛhyehyɛ ɔmo ase obiara ne deɛ nneɛma a wɔde hyehyɛ w'ase no frequently no ɛyɛ ɛwɔde nsunsuanso bɔne atumi ba a ɔbɛwo ase no ɔtena ase nkonnwa so a wɔsɛ na ne to afɔ wo ase no ɛyɛ adeka a wɔbɛka se yɛnka agye obi sɛ ɔnyɛ because we are in season so oh wow obetumi adi wo kese pa
dog ye hwa de wa ha o eye mema na afa no em se opo eye prostate cancer so pe eno pe ni susu wo ana se e won susu so bebre a
yo she also the be e ka ho na so chicho be ma na ata afọ bi bi mi bi no na oba wa na ago eni ntini emma ni mo shi bi aside eno no o chicho be ma na acha e bi ni bi bi obo wa se be obo wa ana se obi e be bi eno be pon obo wa ka about 8 seconds 2 minutes you put the doors.
Masturbation so to me on sexual weakness.
Yes, it's not sexual weakness. It's not premature ejaculation. There will be a come about 2 seconds when once a minute. We know a masturbation no idea.
Doc, wait there, one mama tia same be if you say right you be ofie ha and conform be di mo dance say or the boss so na kire yeah ono so a so a virgin. Eti na dey ka say be ya de na ebetumi di masturbation na che say eno na ye ni sa no doc.
Yes, no,
And akwasi wasumo na doc before I work no who can say who can say masturbation have positive effect be I just say it mean more hormones ma it will release stress ni I say unya happiness na fe ye no dodo so a na just say akofa amane abre na doc what can you say employ him and there was a masturbation e be boy because you know say family e boy
so that's maybe another once a day. Conditions be a one, be our masturbate. One time so baby or one now be on him. Now would you know America doctor say it's only to issue which me ama now would you know a deep and to know you be here. So I'm planning so masturbate. And I said, I'll be on one and so and no, but masturbation, you can every say, yes, I will be shown. We can say, encourage me, masturbation, one day, and I'm in 2 weeks. Now, and you can as all the soul from the beginning, and you idea as all the soul because when you show more masturbation, I did that, you're very addictive. Oh, no, I will be so the more not only I can sound over what we should do. I feel true with the cheap or about you need. It's masturbation very, very addictive. When you start to play, and that's how to be out there. It's no, you can say, on the show, and the some of my ones a day and I'm really because, yeah. Let me now the beginning
Fiao, dog, you better was say your two suffer what opinion now near a ding common. Now, you better pebble and I had to your suffer on our bus studio. Nature say, you know what, Nasi, Bakum, you know, they ding como ye bar. All right, then I see the brain and brain. All right, so that was Dr. Befi, and I believe that we've been educated on masturbation a lot. I mean, if not for the fact of today, I never knew that there's a positive effect on masturbation. But on a more serious note, it is not good to your health. It is not good to your health. It has a positive effect because, I mean, for some ladies or pregnant women, it helps them during delivery, and so it is not right that you go on that aspect in being a man or a woman. Francis, so let's continue.
So
Quickly,
as I was saying, you see, ladies using sex toys and objects to satisfy themselves causes a lot of harm. He could not mention one thing that I wanted him to mention: major sickness, stroke. Because when you're sad, it can affect you very well. You see, and infection and fungi gets into the vagina. Then when it enters into the womb, there is a disease within the tube.
Getting it clear, the stroke is it? I think it's on the side of men instead of ladies.
It's high rate on men, but ladies too can get that infection. Okay, so with that, with the objects entering and then easily screaming here and there, trying to feel sanctified. Yes, within this act, they get that infection.
Okay.
And when the infection climbs to their womb, they get the fibroid. Okay, some also get sexual infection, whereby when a man meets, you see, the thing becomes hojament. Yes, the thing becomes hojament and try to. You see,
I mean, if you say Hojomen, we have no English by name Hojomen.
oh yes,
So
we can create English ourselves.
we don't create
No,
English
no,
ourselves.
no.
I
We
mean,
create
there are
English
dictionaries that
ourselves.
we use it.
You see, we create English ourselves. There is a hojament.
I mean, you need to go on
You
the
see,
right path. Let the people know what.
no, the hojament I'm trying to say is the expansion. The vagina becomes
expands.
Yes,
Correct.
it expands.
So you use that word.
So
What do you mean by
when a man entering into that thing,
it doesn't get tight. So
that is it. So it uses and there is a fluid coming out. That fluid smells a lot. It smells harshly. It stinks. Yes. So with the hormones that you are releasing, the procamin that he mentioned is a type of hormone that when you release, you feel okay. You feel happy. When you are doing it too, you feel happy.
I mean, 30 seconds.
You are
is
being
it good to masturbate or not?
Oh, for me it is not.
Advise the
For me it is not good, and I'm going to advise the youth that they should stop masturbating. It's not good at all. A lady or a man, stop doing that because pulling out your manhood and releasing your demons on the ground, it is very dangerous thing. It's very dangerous thing. And the ladies acting out spraying insecticides and bottle hairs and all kind of things. You see that thing. It can start in one day, and that is the
All
same
right,
thing
so
that
thank
happens.
you very much. Quickly, 2 minutes. Let me ask you this. Don't you think that porn is also a major cause of masturbation? I mean, watching porn. Yes.
Okay. Well, my brother, watching this video that you just showed, I don't know where we are heading
Towards as a country.
Of course, I don't know where we are heading towards. Now, it's clear that everything will come to an end. Only the word. Now it's clear. Yeah. Everything will come to an end. How can a human being, very beautiful lady,
I mean, with the likes of myself like this, with yourself like this, and even to Elliot, the cameraman, I mean, a very giant man like that could give you a very good satisfaction. Why?
It's so much annoying to see a lady doing such things, whilst we have men, competent men,
Exactly.
men that can go extra miles. You understand? Men
2 hours, 3 hours.
Of course, that can even go hours.
I mean, if you go 6 hours, you're not human.
Oh yeah!
No, you're not human.
Go 6 hours. I'm telling you.
Are you serious?
Just give the person a lady. That's it, and you will get a recording.
6 hours is amazing.
Of whatever goes. You see, how can you insert yourself with a spray bottle, a spray container? Come on.
That is abominable.
Are you trying to experience delivery? Are you experiencing delivery? Because I wonder.
And to our surprise, the head choked. Now you had to cry for long. I mean,
what was he? I mean, what was she thinking? What was she thinking? That you are inserting yourself with a spray bottle and you feel okay with that? Why?
So think that thing is a manhood.
Come on.
so I mean,
It's so sad.
thinking it's a manhood. There's vast difference between manhood
my
and
brother,
this whole.
on this earth,
You could get the feel of the skin. I mean, enjoy it.
Whose manhood will be like same as the bottle of the spray?
I mean,
Oh,
we have
we have objects that.
when it comes to such manhood, we have
No. We are not even talking about the longevity. We are talking about how
the hugeness of
hugeness.
We have people like that.
Oh,
I
on this
mean,
earth.
I trust me.
Maybe the person will be an alien.
No.
Because I've never, and I would never come across any man. I'm not sure we have a man on this
We
earth
have.
who's having a thing.
Oh, we
like that.
do have.
How
can we have a thing like that?
We have men that, I mean, their dick.
And we are talking about the spray bottle. have you been seeing the spray bottle you are talking about? Maybe it's Sasso or red bottle.
Have you seen this gentleman?
Look, if we should call some
Have you
ladies,
seen this gentleman?
if we
And have you
if
checked
we
it?
should call some ladies
Yeah.
on the line, they will give you experience that, I mean, sometimes they have to see some dick and run away for their lives because they feel like
look at that. My brother, trust me, there is no man who that can be exactly.
Yeah, there is a size like this.
Oh, come on.
Seriously, there is a size like this.
Seriously.
you see
You want to the Christ?
I'm not even talking about the longevity. I'm talking about
the hugeness. But we still have dicks that are huge like that.
But some has it this way.
Maybe
has it.
elephant. You are talking about elephant.
No, we are talking about humans. Humans, trust me. I mean, I believe our audience are watching us. I mean, let them come in with their comments.
Comment right now.
Exactly. Because for me personally, I think that we yeah.
So what I'm trying to drive at is that the lady, I don't know, maybe she's a devil. She's a devil because how can you opt for such a man? You understand? Because if you want to contain this kind of sizes, I'm not sure if she will be able to get a man who is having such sizes.
Trust me, because
so this is all that she will be doing.
The first time I saw you, I was like, whoa. So then, I mean, we all go and try, and we are like,
you fall into it.
You know that major way. Then
you become a bit that you fall into it. Seriously.
I'm not. Don't go.
Once you go there.
you
It's so sad. We advise our ladies that we have men. Men are all.
That's right.
If you want to have a feel of yourself, you want to have sex.
I mean,
you can just talk to anyone.
Bruh, I'm just in the mood. Protect yourself. Let's go have fun and go away.
Just talk about masturbation. The merits and demerits about it.
Exactly.
And we also always not advise people to go.
No.
Although it may have some merits, but Nana, trust me, it's not. A satanic act. It's very evil.
And I think this is the result of this whole gayism and lesbianism.
These are the roots. This is where it started emerging from. Once you start doing masturbation, you begin to have the taste for your fellow
exactly
man.
Because you don't feel for either dick or.
No. And these are also part of the issue where ladies don't respect guys. You understand? Where guys also don't respect ladies.
Because they feel like I don't need you for anything.
I don't need you. I can just masturbate and I feel okay. So who are you to me? You understand? So it's a problem. We advise our viewers and our followers not to try this anywhere they are. It's not good.
Alright, so this is where time will permit us to be. I mean, we've had interesting discussion and it's not going to be the end. We will still come your way with more interesting discussions. All you need to do is make a date with us every Thursday from 5 p.m. to 6 p.m. and we will come your way with hot issues where we give you issues that are bothering the society, the country, and not political issues. Of course, we are out of there. We give you our societal issues that will give us positive effects for the development of our country. Let me say a very big thank you to my producer, Echa, and then to Mr. Kingsley Tete at the MCR, Akwesi Kisi Hollywood doing the sound for me. Akwesi, I mean, people have been complaining about my sound. The next time, please try and then check that for me because it is very important and they are the reason why we are here. And so we need to do what they want for them. Akwesi, I know you are doing a great job, but please try and then work out my sound very well for me. Let me say thank you to my cameraman, Elliot, of course. He's been good. He's working tirelessly for the people.
Are you ready for this? My front and my tundra, they drive them crazy. Fresh from head to toe, waiting cry, you go show me. Yeah, dear, Charlie, you say waiting. When I step in town, everybody, they bash it. Everything I do, it be da. See my movement, da. If you don't love yourself, I love the way my maker made me. Yeah. God, now a bugger, beba. Make you no make nobody treat you like nobody. Yes, yo, na polishing kakra beka ho chale wa say baby. Oya wadi amen shobi. Chale ko say ya wadi na men shobi. Oya wadi amen shobi. Chale ko say ya wadi na men shobi.